Well, hello everyone. This is Mohammad Badruddin, and today we are going to solve a machine from Hackthebox. The machine name is Devzat, and the difficulty level of this machine is medium. So, without wasting time, let's jump to the machine and try to solve it and try to gather information about the port and services running or published on this machine on the target. So, I will start as usual from the nmap. So, nmap space hyphen sc for the default script, space hyphen s capital V for the version enumeration, and the IP of that target is 10.10.11.118, and I want to save the results of this nmap in default.nmap. Until it finished, let's go and try to access port number 80 because maybe port number 80 is open on that machine. Any web application or website is running over there. So yeah, because I already created a record in my etc host file with the IP of the target. 3 ports are open. Port number 1 is port number 22, which is default for SSH, and the version of SSH is OpenSSH 8.2 P1. And another port number 80, Apache is running HTTPD 2.4.41. And the third port is port number 8000, and SSH is running over port number 8000. So, and also one more thing which is very important to me, that is SSH 2.0 and Go. So maybe this is some kind of SSH using Go language. So okay, fine. So let's see, we already open up the Devzat application. Let's see if there is something interesting. So chat everywhere, anytime. So basically I offered you a way to chat anytime from everywhere. Well, at least if you have a SSH client available. Okay, so that means this is kind of chat service with SSH client. So if you want to chat, you need to connect to the SSH client, then you can chat, something like this. And why you should use Devzat? The project is really active, and also it is like really cool, trust me. Fine. Project folder, there is nothing. Okay. And yeah, here you go. So if you want to access the chat server, you can actually use this command, ssh space hyphen l. L is for username switch, then devzat.hackthebox. So you already got the domain name devzat.hackthebox. So I already created the record of it, and hyphen p 8000. So this 8000 port we already got in nmap scan. So that's really fantastic. But go down and you get something more interesting, which is email, that is patrick@devzat.hackthebox. So just copy it here, 22 comma port number 80 comma 8000. Okay, and this is the username, and now we can actually ssh space hyphen l, then username is going to be Patrick, I think. So PATRICK, then space actually devzat.htb, and then space hyphen p, port number 8000. So let's try to connect on it. So copy, come back over here, paste it here, hit enter. Yeah, it's connected. So nickname reserved for local use, please choose a different one. So let's say Pat, hit enter, and there is a bot, dev bot. Patrick has joined the chat. So hello, help. Okay, looking for /help. It means /HEP help. So welcome to Devzat. This is basically, Devzat is an application for chatting over SSH connection, and you can actually install this application with this GitHub repository. So if I just Let's see. Another thing, many commands are there, so you can run /commands to actually see the number of commands. To see all the rooms, /rooms command is there. Direct message, if you want to send, you can like this. So let's try commands commands, and these are the commands. /rooms or room, yeah. You are currently in main, rooms and users, pat, okay. All, get a list of all users. So let's say if we get, so there is only one user, which is Patrick. Okay. Example code hello world / example hyphen code. Fine. So this is the one thing which is interesting. This service is interesting actually. Okay, go back here with this Devzat, and as you can see here, this application actually coded on Go language. So you can see colors.go, commands.go, and deploy.sh. You can deploy it by running this executable go.sum, go.mode. So this is Go language. Fine. Okay. Fine, that's good. Now let's enumerate more. Fuff space hyphen w, which is for word list, user share word list, and I'm going to use seclist, then discovery, DNS, and subdomains. This is the list. Then space hyphen u, which is http://devzat.htb, and space hyphen capital H, host, and fuzz dot devzat.hackthebox, and then I just want to see the responses having status code 200. Hit enter and wait for a moment. Till then we can do more things. So for this, first of all, exit this, clear, and let's say derb http://devzat, and we got actually one subdomain. So we got the subdomain. I already created a record in the etc host file. So if I say grep devzat and then /etc/hosts, hit enter. So there are two domain entries. One is this and one with subdomain pets. Next thing, now I am going to actually directory enumeration or file enumeration with the newly find subdomain. So let's say pets.devzat.htb and hit enter. Let it run. Close this one. We don't need that. And there is git. That's good. .git.head. Fine, let's go and try to access the newly find subdomain. What's running over that domain? So pets.devzat .htb http:// yeah. And there is an inventory application, name, species and characteristics. Okay, so these are basically pet animals. No, not pet animals, because giraffe is also there, blue whale is there. Anyway, this is inventory of the animals, and these are the characteristics. And you can also add new pet here. So I already open up the burp suite. Let's try to add something. Hellcat, cat, add, and yeah, it's added. Also, if you see the characteristics coming belongs to the species. So if you see here, all the cat species having the same characteristics, all the dog species have the same characteristics. So suppose in case if I say red kite and let's say add, so you can see it's added, but the characteristics are same. Fine, this is the first thing. Next, proxy, disable this one, port number 8080, turn on the burp proxy, and let's take it here, HTTP history, and let's add one more, red kite. Okay, so there is an API/pet. So this is the post request, and this is JSON format. Name is equal to QQQ, and there is no species. Okay, let's try to add another one. So let's try dog and www add pet. There is another post request. Go to that post request, and yeah, this time there is a species also defined. If we see this request, there is only name, not the species, and I am pretty much confused. So I am going to again add a pet with red kite. Let's see. Okay, so why here we don't have a species? Fine. So in every post request you will find the name and the species parameter in the JSON format. Fine. So I'm going to test this, send it to the repeater, come here, and let's try, because the thing is according to the species it puts the characteristics. So it means maybe once you choose a species, it reads a specific file. So let's see, maybe it will work. etc passwd added successfully, because the same name AAA. Let's try one more time, refresh the page, nothing. Okay, let's say and we are going to choose, let's say species is cat, space, because cat is also a command and here is also a species. Maybe that makes sense. Refresh, boom. I really don't know whether it works with cat command. It takes this cat as cat command or what, but it works. So as you can see here, we have the result. We have read etc passwd file. I want to check without cat, because if it works like this is going to be the remote code execution. But if this cat does not in the picture, is not in the picture, then it means it is actually local file inclusion. But if that works with cat, it means cat is a command, so this is remote code execution. Let's say try dog, just change the name, ddd, send, refresh. No, okay. Let's try something else, like cat, send, refresh. Nope. And send, refresh, nothing. Let's say, let's just test only remote code execution. Well, send, added, refresh, nothing, didn't work. But let's say if I put here cat and id, send, refresh, yeah, because maybe cat is the command. So because the command is incomplete, and also we put and id, it means whenever this command will be called, id will execute first, then the cat. So fine, we got the remote code execution, not lfi. So let's say ls space hyphen la, send, refresh, just change the name, well, one, send, refresh, yeah, pwd, hit send, refresh the page. So we are in home, Patrick, and pets. I actually want to see Patrick. ls space hyphen la, slash Patrick, slash send, refresh. Okay, so exit 2 means this command is not working. So now if I say home, send, refresh, home doesn't work. If I say slash, let's change this also, send, refresh, and yeah, this time it's work. I don't know why that was not working, but now it's okay. So I actually, my concern is to see whether .ssh folder is there or not, and it's there. So I think I can read that. So cat .ssh and slash id underscore rsa. Let's change this also, www, and refresh. Didn't work. So we can also because if we see cat and pwd send and refresh, so we can see we already in home, Patrick and pets. So what we need to do to read the ID RSA file, we just need to first jump one directory back and then read the SSH file, ID RSA file. So cat dot dot slash dot SSH. This dot dot will take us to the Patrick, then inside Patrick dot SSH, then ID RSA. Hopefully that will work. RR send refresh, and yeah, we got it. This is the private key for the user Patrick. Just copy this file, come here, open new, and okay. So what I need here is and then here. So now we just need to like this, just need to set a bit. Also one more thing you need to take care of, that there should not be any space here like this, so we must remove this. Okay, and then from here we just need to remove this, come here, also come on, okay, enter, just save this and save it as ID RSA, save it and come back here, clear, and let's say chmod 600 because we need to change the permission for the ID RSA key, and then let's try SSH to Patrick. So SSH space -I and ID RSA Patrick at devzat.htb, hit enter, public key permission deny, why, let's try P 8000, and this is gonna be chat. We don't need chat, we need to connect, we need a shell, reverse shell for Patrick. Okay, if this way we cannot get it, we can try some reverse shell payload, but we need to say bash space -I and then and, because this and will be a problem, or we can try this. Okay, /dev/tcp and slash, the IP address for my machine is gonna be ifconfig turn 0, hit enter, copy, paste here, slash, let's say 9090 and 0 greater than and 1, that's it. So clear nc space -nlvp 9090, hit enter, come here and let's try to execute this, and that does not work. And let's try which Python, python Python, which Python, send this request, let's refresh that. So as you can see, exit status 1 means this command does not execute, or maybe Python is not there. Let's try which Python 3 and send it, refresh. So Python 3 is there, user bin Python 3. Also try something else. because the payload for Python 3 reverse shell payload, these payloads are for Python, not for Python 3. So I will also test Perl. Which Perl? One more time. And yeah, there is Perl. So user bin and Perl. It means Perl is there. So if I go and if I show you, you will see it in a minute. So reverse shell one-liner payloads, or you can go directly to the pentest monkey or like payload all the things. Both are good one. So let's go to the Python, and you can see these all the payloads for one-liner payload, but all these uses Python, not Python 3. So the first thing is, this is the problem. So you cannot use the Python. The second thing, there is Perl, and on the target machine there is also Perl. So we can use the Perl payload, and let's try this payload. So I'm going to copy this payload and put it here. Come back here, put that here. Fine. So the first thing is IP. So 10.10.14. What is my IP? 92. So 92. Another thing, we just need to make the escape characters here, so that, okay, and the port number 9090, TCP, all these things are okay. Here also you need to put the escape characters like this, and this is ready to use, and I hope that will work. So just take this, come back here. We are already listening on port number 9090 TTE, and here let's just put this. So Perl space hyphen E 9090 TCP. Okay, fine, that seems good. Let's try to run this, and there has been an error, invalid character T after object. Maybe, okay, let's just put here also the escape characters, also here, and also in std out. Fine, also here, and yeah, that seems okay. Let's hit enter, and this time the reverse shell one-liner payload work, and we got the shell. So who am I? I am Patrick, ID, fantastic. And because Python 3 is already there, so I'm just gonna say Python 3 space hyphen C, import the pty dot spawn, and then /bin /bash, hit enter, and we got the terminal. Now to run the clear command, we need export term is equal to xterm, hit enter, and now we can execute clear command. Yeah, fine. So okay, let's see how many users are there who can run bash. etc /passwd. Come on, slash pass wd. Oh, there is another user which is Catherine. So Catherine, Patrick, and root. I want to take these in my record. So okay, fine. Let's see if I can access Catherine home directory or not. So cd dot dot slash dot dot. Now I am in home and CATHERINE. Okay, I'm in the Catherine home directory, ls space hyphen la, and there is user dot text. Let's see if I can. I don't think we don't have the read permission. So user dot text. Okay. There is also SSH directory, but we again don't have the permission. So let's see what we can do in that condition. Clear cd net state space hyphen tlpn, and there are 2 ports, actually 3 ports. This one 8443 and 5000. All these ports we don't have in the nmap scan. So for record I am going to just take this port with me and write it here. And 8086, let's try what is 8086 port. Port 8086 distributed SCADA. I don't think SCADA is running over there on that machine. A default port for SCADA. 8086. Port 8086 exploit, and there is one more thing, and maybe that is correct. InfluxDB port 8086 not working. It means maybe for InfluxDB port number 8086 is the default port for that. Also we got one link which is for exploit, but this is for 2003. So I'm not going deeper until I am going to sure that this is for 8086 port is for Hackthebox have a link which is for 8086 port for InfluxDB. So these things convincing me that maybe this port is for InfluxDB, but I want to be sure. So let's see, ps space hyphen ps space aux ww 8086 container, and yeah, this one it's running as root and InfluxD. So maybe InfluxDB is there. Okay, now and it is running as root. So I need to search out the exploit for it. Let's see, maybe the exploit for Influx. There is no exploit on search exploit, but here maybe. Also we can do one more thing, because now we have the IDRSA key for the Patrick. So let's try to make port forwarding space hyphen capital L 8086 127.0.0.1 8086 and Patrick at devzat.htb. Hit enter. Permission denied. Why? Because we also need to specify the key. So id underscore RSA, hit enter. Is not accessible, of course, so many mistakes, because desktop Devzat, enter SSH ID, this time it will work. Okay, now because we already did the port forwarding of 8086 port to our local machine. So if I now nmap space hyphen s capital V space hyphen s capital C space hyphen P port, and port number is 8086, and let's scan this, that will give us the exact information about this port, what actually running on this port. Till then we can do one thing, and as you can see, port 8086 is InfluxDB HTTP admin 1.7.5, same like what we have here. So it means maybe we will get the try authentication dump table. So InfluxDB admin 1.7.5 exploit, hit enter, and there is one in 2019. So let's open this one. So it has a vulnerability, authentication bypass, and once you bypass the authentication, you can read all the tables and contents inside that DB, right? So I already copy or clone the repository, this repository. So if you want to clone, you can copy this and you can just simply write git space clone space this URL, you will get that folder. And once you get that folder, you can come here, cd desktop devzat and influx. Here if you see ls space hyphen la, so you have users.txt, requirements.txt and main.py. So first of all, you must go with the requirement.txt. So for this you need to just go pip install and requirements.txt, because I already install it, so I don't need, but if I want to show you, so pip install requirement.txt, hit enter. So you will see it will install all the requirements. Come here, you can also try switch space hyphen r, which cannot consider space hyphen r flag it required, so we need to put here space hyphen r. Also there is a warning for me that I'm using the older version of pip, so I can upgrade it, but as you can see here, requirement already satisfied, means I have already installed all the requirements. Now what I need to do is let's try to see what's inside users.txt. So there is admin user root database db influx db, but here I actually wanna do few things, like if I say grep space bash /etc/passwd, hit enter. So you can see there are few users like root, Patrick and Catherine. So root is also there. I wanna include few users, so nano and users.txt, let's say Patrick and Catherine. Okay, fine. So let's go and execute this exploit, because we already port forward this InfluxDB port to our machine, so we cannot we can actually access this on localhost port. So python 3, so main.py, hit enter. So default is localhost, and of course we are using, so you can also give IP for the localhost, or you can just hit enter. The port is also default, so just hit enter. Now the default username word list is users.txt. So okay, and now as you can see, brute forcing username, there is admin username exist. So now we need to specify the database, which database we need to use. So we will use Devzat and nothing. Why so? Host vulnerable default user.txt. Okay, exit error. Show measurements. Let's try this. Show pasted. Okay, so as you can see here, user is the table name. Now what you need to do, we need to see this users table. So same like SQL query, select star from user, hit enter. Found user unexpected. Okay, let's try select star from user like this, and yeah, that's it. So from inside user table, we got all the columns like time, enabled or not, password, and the username. So values are like this. This is the time. This user is enabled or not, so false means not enabled. This is the password of that user, and this is the username. So this second user is quite interesting because this belongs to Catherine, and this may be the password for the Catherine. So now what we can do here, come back here, clear this su Catherine, and it requires password. Very good. So just copy this password, come back here, paste here, hit enter, and we are logged in as Catherine. So cd okay ls space -la and cat user.txt. So this is the first flag. Now we need to escalate our privileges, another port, which is port 8443. Let's here try to connect with port 8443. So exit this. Okay, clear, and this time 8443 8443, hit enter, clear dot clear, and try to access this. So see whether SSH is there or some kind of web application. So nmap space hyphen s capital C space hyphen s capital V space hyphen P port, which is 8443 127.0.0.1. Okay, so this is SSH service. Let's try to connect with this. So SSH space hyphen L Patrick and 127.0.0.1 space hyphen P 8443. So let's say hello. Is there something interesting or not? Okay, next thing what we can do here, let's try to enumerate this one more, because that seems some kind of rabbit hole this time. Maybe it will be beneficial in the next steps, but now it does not give us anything interesting. So come back here, find first of all, let's try sudo space. We can directly run the lin piece, but personally I believe, oh come on, don't say that I deleted the password or what. Let's try paste. Yeah, this is the password. Where is it? Okay, so there is nothing for sudo for the Catherine user. Next thing, if there is anything with suid bit set space -u equal to s to dev slash null, mount ping su. These are the normal things here. Okay, let's try the readable files. So slash space hyphen type, f means file, space hyphen user is Catherine, and space hyphen readable, but not hyphen path, because I don't want to see things in sys slash sys slash star. Also space hyphen not space hyphen path. I also don't want to see anything from the proc slash this, just passes to slash dev slash null, and let's say x args args and space space ls space hyphen l. Oh, not a, it should be l, but it's okay. So copy, paste it here, ls space hyphen la or l, you can use it as you want. So as you can see, all the readable files from the Catherine users are these. So copy and paste it here, where backup devzat dev and devzat main. Let's try to take these files to our machine. So backups slash and python 3 space space hyphen m http dot server, and let's say port number 8888. Hit enter. Come back here inside devzat, wget space http colon slash and devzat dot htb 8888 slash, the file name is devzat hyphen dev dot zip. Hit enter. Okay, now let's try to copy another file, which is devzat hyphen main. So main main, yeah. So we have both files now, and we lost the connection. Clear this. Now if we come here, devzat, yeah, let's try to extract here, also extract the main file. Let's try from the main file commands. These are the commands, I think, what we have. Yeah, fine. All commands exit bell command, room or string. So these are the commands, how these commands works. Um, devchat.go. Let's try open this file. So because this is written in Go language, so these are the modules imported here, and it's running over port 8000 as we see before. Roam struct user have a web dashboard that shows logs. Okay, devbot, this is a bot. Initially once we connected with 8000, so that was the bot who is replying us to the Patrick. Server going down, this is probably because it's being updated. Try joining back immediately, true. Starting chat server on port this. Home.ssh. Okay, so this will take the ID RSA key. Hey Patrick, you there? These are the same thing which we got before. So if the user is admin and to lower user Catherine. So hey Catherine, glad you came, because we got the Patrick user. So we got this before, but as a Catherine, this is the message. So remember the cool new feature we talked about the other day? I implemented if you want to check, you could connect. Okay, if you want to check, you could connect to the local dev instant on port number 8443. Now this is interesting because this port we found later, and now it's talking about this port. So kind of busy right now, Nick T. That's perfectly fine. Thumbs up. You will need a password which you can gather from the source, and I left it in our default backup location. Okay, now that makes sense because we found some backups in the backup directory. And then Catherine say, okay. Now Patrick say, I also put the main, so you could difference between main and dev. So we got two zip files, backup files. One is devzat-main and one is devzat-dev. So if you want, and fine as soon as okay. So we already have the main, and this is the dev, and this is the main. Now we need the difference, diff main and dev. Fine. Come on, hit enter, and yeah, there you go. Command info. Okay, so this is the command. Actually, between main and dev there is a difference in this command. So now the command is this is the command info. We need to specify the file command 1 false nil. We need to understand it more. These all are the commands. These are all the commands like clear, message, users, all, exit, bell. We see these commands before, right? Function file command. So for file command, please provide file to print and the password. please provide file to print and the password. So you need two things, I think, the file path and the password. We will check it in a minute. The length is less than 2, so you need to provide the correct password, okay, to use this function. Fine. So there are two arguments, one is path and one is password. So if you want to access the content of the file or something like this, so you need two arguments. The first argument, you will give the file. Let me give you a bit idea here. So suppose I am Patrick user, I need to use file command /file, then the path of the file, this is the first argument, and then the password of the user, this is the second argument. In that way we can read the file, I think so, because what we see here. And check my secure password. If the password does not equal to this system, you did provide the wrong password, and we got the password here. As the Patrick said that he already leave the password inside the inside these mean, I think. So the password is that. Fine. So now suppose if I need to access a file like /root/root.txt. So this is the command, this is the path, and this is gonna be the password, and we will get the root password. That should be the thing. Fine. But the thing is, we need to access that service on port number 8443. So if we come here, where was it? Yeah, dev.devchat.go. So you can see here Patrick said I implemented it. If you want to check it out, you could connect to the local dev instance on port number 8443. So here I am already I make the local port forwarding for 8443 port number, and I am connected to 8443, right? So let's try /command or commands. I think commands. Yeah, commands. And here there should be a file command. Yeah, this one. So if I say /file and say /root/root.txt, hit enter. So you need to provide the correct password to use this function, because we did not give the password. Again, come back here, and we already copy the password, which is this. So copy it and paste it here, hit enter. What was that? The request file does not exist. Why does not exist? Because we are already in root/devzat, and we are asking for root/root.txt. So what it should be like /file. We are already inside root, inside devzat, so we need to just jump back a directory. Now we are inside the root, and inside the root we need to call root.root.txt, and then the password, hit enter, and we got the root flag. So but that's not the only thing. We actually want to access the root shell, and for that it's very simple. Now we are in root. We just need to go to the SSH directory /id_RSA, hit enter, and this is the ID RSA. So just copy that. Come on. So copy, come here, nano root underscore id underscore rsa, hit enter, paste here and save it. Now cat root underscore id rsa, and then pipe I want to cut f2, then space hyphen f2, then space hyphen d, space and space hyphen hyphen complement okay, because it should be the first row. So if you take this, hit enter, now this is gonna be the final key, right? So copy this, now come back here and come here, back, root id rsa, come here, control a, hit enter and paste this one. So come on, just save it and let's try to access root user. Clear ssh space hyphen I root idrsa and root at devzat.htb, hit enter, public key. Okay, because bad permission, because I forgot to just give it the permission. 600, try again, and this time hopefully, yeah, we got the clear. Who am I, id and host name. We are root, this is our id, and the host name is Devzat. So that's it, and we rooted the machine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the content, please like, subscribe and share. If you have any suggestion, please put it in the comment section and I will try to reply as soon as possible. See you in the next video. Bye.